Airbnb and guests who just want to go out. And for
so you are building this.
Yeah.
This is like you ground up, getting
Yes.
the architects and all that together.
Yes, I have two amazing people who they're the owner of Sun Bear Tiny Homes, and they actually have land that they're building their container home out of in Jefferson, Colorado. That's not too far from where our property is, and they're going to be helping with the construction and building all this stuff out too. So it's pretty exciting.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long is it supposed to take?
So once we actually get permitting done, we get, all the septic tank and driveway and all that stuff put in, it should be about less than 10 weeks.
Less than 10 weeks?
Yeah, it's literally a shipping container, right? You know what a shipping container is?
Uh-huh.
That's the structure already. It's already a structure. So you're taking that structure and you're creating what you want on the inside. Windows, the doors, the framing, the walls, all that stuff, the rooms, how it's going to be separated. Yeah.
How many are you planning on building?
2 to 4. Yeah. Yeah, we're planning on creating this oasis in a sense to where, you can go out, and if you wanted to have like a women's retreat, which is what I said that first because that's what I envision. I would love to host a women's retreat there where people can come out, and
got you.
Yeah.
We can plan this.
Exactly. Let's do that. It's going to be amazing. Like this whole weekend of just meditation and just singing and dancing and being all up in our glory. Mm-hmm. That's what I see. And it's something that makes me excited and so proud because, again, growing up in Harlem, I was kind of looked at as a little weird because I wasn't what you would typically consider, a lot of people still ask me questions that are in the line of okay, so really what do you want me to act like? I like tiny homes. I do like rap, reggae, pop, rock. I like everything. Am I not supposed to?
We have a similar childhood.
Right. Why am I put in this box? Because, the skin color, let's just take that out. And so I feel and even talking to my peers, and my family, they're like, you're crazy. You're going to do what? And I want to show people that yes, it may sound outlandish, but at the same time, it's possible. Why not? Right. Why can't we do that? Why can't we?
It's 2020. You can do anything.
You can do anything.
YouTube, if you don't know how to do it, YouTube will teach you how to do it. I mean, I think I know how to put a septic tank in myself at this point, as much as I've researched. I mean, I won't do that, but
there's the insurance and all that stuff. Liability.
Not to have a backed up party, but. Yeah, why put us in a box of, listen, this is my dream, and I feel once I'm a believer in showing people that it can be done because a lot of people think it can't. For some reason, we're human, right? So we think of certain things and we're just I can't do that. But it's yeah, you really can. You really can. I thought I would never get land. I mean, the happiest day of my life was when I was oh my God, I was able to buy land. Oh my goodness. I just off of that, I'm and I look at pictures still to this day of the land itself, and I'm just I own that. I did that. I never thought that I was going to be able to do that. It can be done, even if it's not bad. It's something, whatever else anybody's dream is, it can happen. We just need to stop putting limitations on ourselves,
Right.
And just take the steps and just do it.
Yeah, just do it.
Just do it.
Just go for it. Do it. Take your steps, take your risk. I mean, because at the end of the day, there's not much you can lose. Yes, there's probably funds. But if you have that type of mentality, and this is what I think. This is what helps me change from full-time job to now doing what I do. But for me, it's the fact of if you have the mentality, that means you have a support system that helped you create that mentality.
Yes.
So God forbid everything shit hits the fan.
Right.
You will have that support behind you to be hey, no. You cried for a week now. Get up and get to it.
Exactly. That's the tribe.
Yes.
That's why I call it tribe properties. Because I do have a tribe, And whenever I feel oh no, this is just get up. I have people that's in my ear. Get up if you can get up. Get up, you can do this, or slow down. Mm-hmm. That's the one thing I appreciate my tribe for was the last maybe 2.5 years I was working myself to the ground. Because I had a goal. I wanted to get my property up. I got to make all this money. Let's go. Yes, I'm still doing, all the things that I want to do, but I have to do more because this is where I want to get to. And I almost for a minute started losing the reason why I was doing this.
Yeah.
The reason why, why we clean, why I love cleaning so much. I started losing that.
And then I had people looking at me like, okay, dude, you need to sleep, number one. Did you eat today? Take a minute. Take a couple days off. It's okay for you to slow down. Right? I'm sure your team will be fine without you today. Like take a minute. And once I actually started listening is when I got more clarity and am being even more productive than I was then. I'm not as tired. You know?
You were cluttering so much and filling all of the spaces.
Yes, trying to do more, and I'm a more person. Like, if I get an idea, I'm like up at midnight, like, okay, where's the laptop? What can I look at? How can I started a poop scoop business almost a year and a half ago. Exactly.
A poop scoop?
A poop scoop. Like, literally, I was going to people's homes and scooping their dog poop. It's a very lucrative business.
Oh, I bet.
I had no reason doing that, but it's because of the mentality I have of, I have to do more. I need to do more. What other business can I do now? So I created that business. Great, let's do that. Again, another burnout.
That's number 4.
Right, that's number 4. Right. I'm like, okay, I need to slow way down. And I'm really, really glad that I listened and I was able to kind of like step back and take the time I needed to just like, okay, let me focus here. What can I really take away? What can I do more of in what I have already without draining myself or the people that work with me? I mean, we were working insane hours, insane times a day. It's like
you were doing that, and then also being mom.
Sort of, yeah. Sort of, because I kind of lacked in that area too, because I was just like focused on, the focus, the grind, the hustle, the making it. Because it's like, I want to make it because, I may be ignoring you kids, I love you, but I want to make sure that you guys want for nothing.
Right.
And that wasn't the best way to handle it either. But again, I'm human and I learned from that, and I'm like, okay, that wasn't the best idea. Bring it all the way back now. Pay more attention to your children. Like, talk to them more.
I think that comes from as you grew up.
Yeah.
Because I remember songs and that was all about the hustle, hustle, hustle.
Yeah.
Every movie, the hustle, hustle, hustle,
yeah.
the grind.
Yes.
And that's what people talked about. So as you get older, it's like, but I feel like that's less. Like there's not that many songs or movies that talk about the hustle now.
No, because now it's so embedded. That's a thing now. And then we have so many different hustles that we can do now. So it's not a struggle to hustle anymore.
That's true.
That makes sense?
Not a
I
struggle
grew
to
up
hustle.
watching my mom work. She was an RN. Like, I watched her. I mean, she barely was home.
Like, she was on it. I mean, and then when she stopped working, because of illness, like, then she started catering. And she, still to this day, she is on it. Like, she is exhausted half the time. We're both exhausted talking on the phone, And it's like, we have to take a minute, right? Mom, I'm taking you on that vacation soon, I promise. Give me a minute, I'm getting there. But we can't kill ourselves in the process. But, that's kind of like, I think that's the nature and the culture. Like, it just, just work. And that's what we're here for. Work. Make sure we can take care of things. Like, do all you can. If you're not working, you're not doing anything. And that was my thing. It's still a little hard for me. Like, if I stay in bed too long on a Saturday, I'm like, ooh, I feel worthless.
Girl, I was at 6.
Right.
For no reason.
No reason.
What is wrong? It's Saturday. It's okay.
Even during quarantine, like, think about that. Like, I was like, oh my God, I feel like I'm doing nothing. I'm not doing enough. What's happening? But I have no choice.
Yeah.
None of us had a choice. And I feel like that was also, I got my theories on that. Like, I think in a divine way was sort of, we know what it was, right? But in a way, I think a lot of us needed to slow down, put things into perspective.
Yeah, I
needed a minute.
Quarantine, as much as it was a struggle for me, I was up and down.
Yes.
My emotional ladder was all over the place. However, I will take it as a blessing.
Yes.
Because it came for me at the right time, at a moment where I had to do pause.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yes.
Why are you doing? You have nowhere to go.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Sit your butt down.
Sit down.
Get the remote in your hands and do it. Because you got nothing else to do.
Nothing else to do. Nothing. And so I'm definitely grateful for that, and that is why I've chosen to name Tribe Properties for my tiny homes, because it's a place that I want people to get together and love on each other and just feel happy and joy and be with themselves if they're going to be by themselves, or be with a group and just feel all those things and be part of nature too, especially for women of color, for men of color also. I want us to be able to have space You know, I see it more and more happening where there's spaces opening up for us, safe spaces for us.
Mm-hmm.
We need that. We've been so programmed that, yes, we need to just like be on this kind of grind. We got to take care of our families.
Like, we have to try and stay ahead of everyone else because that's just how we're looked at, you know, like we're looked at like we have to do, right, we have to do so much more, and we never have time, we hardly or rarely have time to just actually sit and love each other, you know, like sit and talk to each other, talk with each other, not at or down each other, you know, like, and I want to create spaces where I can contribute to part of those, part of the spaces of people coming in and just feeling like, you know what, I could just be myself and just chill for a minute. You know, if I want to go up the road and go fly fishing, I can do that and then come back here and be in this space. The same thing, I try everything that's reflected in my own space, I bring everywhere else I am. That's what I try to put off. So everything I do is a reflection of that.
Right.
Yes.
Because, well, that makes sense. Everything you do should be a reflection of you.
Yes.
Whether through your business, I mean, it's your humans, like, that is what you're bringing to the world.
Yes.
Oh, I like that. So that's business. We got 4.
The food school business, I retired. I revisit that in the future. But I retired that. And that's it for right now.
I love how you say right now.
Yeah, right now. I think that there is a lot more in store for me.
As far as like what I can do, but I just need to pace myself.
Okay. I was trying to do everything.
If it was up to me, I would have had 10 businesses by now in like a span of 5 years. That's a bit too much. So I'm going to keep it at the 3. And I like where I'm at with those 3. And so, you know, and as time, you know, goes on, we'll see what place the other businesses fall into. And
so when we talked a little while ago, you explained to me how the lip gloss and that business, you didn't want it to be like mass produced. Right. You don't want like a Sephora or Spectrum type of thing.
Right.
Now, but at the same time, I'm not coming at you. I'm just processing you, right?
Yep.
So you don't want corporation. You don't want that to be large. But at the same time, you're holding in your cup 5 different businesses.
Yes.
5 different entities.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't want any of them to be a large.
I don't. I mean, so as far as tribe properties go, that may be something larger because I do plan on expanding out of the state of Colorado in a different state. So that's, you know, the extent of how large that will get. But as far as like the cleaning business, you know, there's a possibility for franchising, you know, same thing with like having the lip glosses in a Sephora and stuff like that. I feel like I created this, the lip gloss line with the intention of being, first of all, the dryness, right? We all struggle with.
Amen. Yep.
At some point, our lips, oh my gosh, so we gotta like deal with one another.
Like you said, your Carmex store. I know so many people that are like, yeah, Carmex because, you know.
I have Carmex in every single purse.
Right? But you got one in your car.
Yeah.
Right.
One in my best friend's car, one in my boyfriend's car, like everywhere.
Exactly. So I wanted to create something that was a little bit more glamorous, you know, for us, you know, variety of colors and stuff for women, that has moisture. Like it's the purpose of it is like the moisture. And again, there's this energy I surround myself with in everything I touch, and so that's a part of it. And the fact that, I mean, yes, everyone loves the name brand stuff. You know, sometimes the name brands, you know, there's quite a few that I have that are like, oh, this is really good. Right? But realistically, not everyone can afford an $18 lip gloss.
That's true.
A $25 lip gloss. I don't want to buy it either. You know, like I feel like why? But it's because there are reasons, right?
Right.
The reason I want to stay smaller is because I can do that. Like I can offer it at the lower prices because it's small and it's in-house. I have, like I said, I have a great tribe, and a few of the members of the tribe help me with the lip glosses. They help me package when I have larger orders and stuff like that. So, and that's, you know, and that's where I want to keep it. It just feels good. I like that we don't have to end up being. We don't have to take away from why we're doing it, why we're doing anything, and that's not to say not every corporation is like that. But I feel like if it's kept in house, we can maintain the culture of what we're doing and why.
Okay, You can maintain your why. It's a little bit easier. It's a little bit smaller.
Yes.
Now we do have our lip gloss in Shay's Natural Beauty Supply. It's in Aurora. Yes. So I love working with other small businesses, other Black owned